The McMinnville Rotary Club recently, President Dr. Michael Torrance highlighted programs in robotics, automation, cybersecurity, and artificial intelligence, along with the college's strong national ranking for workforce readiness. Officials say the goal is to equip students with skills for long-term career success in a rapidly changing economy and evolving job market. In other news, an Easter egg hunt at the historic Black House is set for Sunday at 2 p.m. The free event will include photos with the Easter Bunny, age-based hunts and prizes, with participants asked to bring their own Easter baskets. More local news is just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
This weather is brought to you by Southern Blue.
Looking for the perfect place to call home? Discover Southern Blue, where modern living meets timeless charm. Walk your furry friend in our private dog park, stay active in the fitness room, and enjoy a walkable lifestyle in the heart of downtown McMinnville. Unwind on the patio with friends at Barren Fork Brews right on site. Call 931-507-2583 today. Southern Blue, lofts and townhomes for lease to start your new chapter in style.
I'm Fox 17 Code Red meteorologist Greg Bobas. Our forecast this morning, starting us in the upper 40s and low 50s, the most mild morning we've seen so far this week. By the afternoon, partly cloudy with highs that climb in the low to mid 70s. Overnight, another nice one back into the 50s. And for your Thursday, we could be tying a temperature record here. I've got a forecast high of 86 degrees. The record, 86 degrees set back in 2007.
It's time for Simmons Says, the show that brings Warren County the latest news and stories from around the community. Hosted by Jeff Simmons, this program dives into everything from local events to major headlines. Stay tuned and stay informed.
Hello and welcome to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM, also on AM 960. We're on the Facebook app. We're on Facebook, we're on the WBMC app, and we're on YouTube at Main Street Media Minville. Got a special day coming up here with Van Buren County's Eagleettes because they have just got done going to state, and now they're just getting started with flag football, and I'm going to tell you this much. They're good at both. So we brought them in here. We're going to talk to them a little bit about some girls basketball, and we're going to talk about flag football. To my left, I got Coach Tyler Sapp, head coach of the basketball team and offensive coordinator of the flag football.
Yeah.
That's just offensive coordinator. Are there any other titles?
That's it.
And we have Abigail Netherton and Kara Mills also in studio with us to start. We will have also Ellie Grissom, Emma Gammon, and Addison Emery who will also be joining us. Where we, kind of like in basketball, we're going to have to sub in, sub out. They're going to come in and out, and then we will have a full segment with everybody before it's all said and done. But, Coach, another season, another state. What was the secret to success this year? Because, again, y'all are piling up wins up there on the mountain.
I think it's just letting them do what they do best for the most part. Try not to get in their way too much. When you've had a team that's been together for several years – they know what they're doing. They know where each other's going to be at. So I think it's just tweaking things and letting them play basketball for the most part.
Yeah, well, two of the stars of the team, among many stars for y'all's team because it was a true team effort to get y'all there, were Kara Mills and Abigail Netherton. Abigail, Miss Basketball nominees and like BCAT and stuff like that. I know that there were some people that, different organizations, different places had you all state. Some had you all region. Some had you all Upper Cumberland. I don't know. You got a lot of honors. How was it this season? How did you feel about y'all's team's play and what y'all were able to accomplish this season?
I think that we did really good. Not in the last game, but
for about 31 minutes, y'all did really, really well.
Like in the Christmas tournament, we won the whole thing. Mm-hmm. That was fun. And then just in the regular season, it was so boring because we just kept blowing teams out. And we're not allowed to take them off our schedule ever. But yeah. And then, but it was very fun. Yeah. Our team doesn't really get mad at each other or yell at each other. Yeah. They just are like, we're good.
Yeah. Kara, the answers are already great. So everybody else in the room's just laughing behind Abigail right now. But Kara, last ride with the basketball team, I know y'all probably had bigger goals than what y'all were able to eventually accomplish, but getting to state, another region, another sectional, another district championship, which Abigail was just pointing out, Christmas championship. When you look back at it now, just even a couple weeks from that state tournament, are you kind of we put ourselves on the map as a senior class?
Yeah, it was unfortunate how it ended, but like the things we did in our careers, we did good, so we can't hold ourselves down just because of one thing.
Yeah, Coach, as you said, this is a group that's been together, and we have 4 of the seniors that helped build and help do all the things that y'all been able to accomplish over the last couple of years. I mean, again, too. I mean, we could sit here and talk about the game in the state and the things that y'all did really well and the things that unfortunately went wrong for y'all in the last minute or so. But what do you feel like this team and these seniors that you have 4 of them in the room right now are going to be able to leave behind as a legacy in Van Buren County?
They're the winningest class we've ever had. I don't know exact number of wins, 115 or so.
Anytime you can start it with the 100.
Yeah,
it's a pretty solid. It's a pretty solid start.
Pretty solid start. Yeah. Over 100 wins as a class, from 8th grade to senior state, 4 out of 5 years, 2 Final Fours, a state runner up. So it speaks for themselves. I think they've set the bar high, and winning breeds winning. Mm-hmm. So you hope that the younger kids and even the kids that's in middle school see that and know what the standard is and know what the expectation is. That's the goal every year now, is to play at the Murphy Center.
Yep. And as we got to the Murphy Center, there's something that I've brought up on my show a couple different times. You get a state rematch in the very first round. Play that game. I know there might have been some. I mean, outside looking in has no ties to it at all. I really didn't like the fact that was the first game that y'all got drawn there. But what did you feel like your team showed in that game? Because unfortunately, the 3 that they hit at the very end to put them up with about 10 seconds to go?
Yeah, 9.8 something. Right,
yeah, so they hit a 3 to put them up by. But for the most part, in that second half, y'all had led the entire way. I mean, how proud were you of your team for the effort and the execution that they did? They played with in that game.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't be any happier with it, especially because we started really slow. I think it was 17-5. Mm-hmm. Something like that in the first quarter. And the second quarter to come back and take the lead, had the lead going into halftime, and then play a really good third quarter and play a really good fourth quarter for the most part. You couldn't be any happier with what, and when we saw the matchup, she's not on the screen right now, but Emma, as soon as it's a revenge game, yep. That was their mindset. Wasn't, oh, woe is me, we've got to play them again. And I know but you got everybody, when you get down there, everybody's good.
Yep.
There's nobody, some people probably say that Middleton was the weakest team down there, and they won a silver ball.
Yep.
So people probably could have said that about us last year, that we were one of the weaker teams down there last year, and we won a silver ball. Yep. So obviously it's a lot about what side of the bracket you're on, who you're drawed with, but we took it as a challenge, and weren't scared of the moment, and went wire to wire with them.
Yep. I think a lot of times when we talk about playing basketball, and then again with this senior class that you have here, is leaving it all out on the court when it's your final time. Kara, I watched the majority of that game. I would be safe to say in the fact that I think you left it all out on the court. I mean, you played probably more minutes in that game than I don't know. Did she ever come out in that game?
32 minutes.
32 consecutive minutes. So, I mean, what was it like trying to – I mean, in that game, which was you knew all the things that you were going to have to be responsible for defensively, offensively. What was it like, just trying to push through and get there? Because, like I said, I think that in the end of the night, you probably were exhausted from just leaving it all out on the court.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the moment my adrenaline was going, so I didn't, feel as tired.
Yeah.
But, that was one of the first games I'd play all 32 minutes. But I knew going into it that, I was going to have to. I was not going to get a break. But I think adrenaline was just a big thing. Just being in that place and, knowing that you're at the state tournament, you're rushing the whole time.
Yeah, and again too, like with the experience having done it last year and then coming back this year, where even though as Coach pointed out, y'all didn't get off to the greatest start. Is there a benefit of the fact that y'all have done it enough now that you're kind of that getting to the glass house isn't this? Well, we're here. That's all we wanted to do. It seems like y'all in the last 2 years have proven you're not just there to show up. Y'all wanted to win.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting, but the good thing about like going there multiple times is like nerves. It's not as nerve-wracking like being under the bright lights and stuff. But it's definitely still very exciting.
Yeah. Well, Abigail, you're the only girl in the room that theoretically could come back and do this again next year. So what were your takeaways knowing when you walked off the court that was sitting there? I mean, yeah, as he's pointed out, Emma has already said it, revenge game from last year to this year. What are your thought processes going into next year and with the ideas that it'd be nice to be back again?
I think that we can definitely still make state next year. And, like, even the year before, like, kind of the good teams got put out. And then, I mean, we still had to play Coalfield. They were very good. But then it was more of an easier path. So next year that could happen again, and we still could win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that the one thing that I would say for you is you've been in all these games now, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be something that overwhelms you at all. Now, I will want to ask one thing about this, and we can before we switch out the roles here is you had to battle through a little bit of adversity yourself when it came to the postseason. What was it like? What was it like playing with not the flu, but maybe having your own Jordan flu game in the postseason?
Well, I was just sitting on the bench, and Coach Sloan was like, "You'll feel just as bad sitting down as standing up." And I literally said, "If I go play, I'm going to pass out." But then I started eating these tortilla chips.
My idea, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
And just seeing them in the game, it made me really want to play.
Yeah.
And so then I just started warming up. And I still felt terrible, like I threw up in my mouth during the game, but I still played. And then after
Very
it,
honest.
I threw up again.
Yeah.
So I definitely wasn't better, but it was worth playing.
Well, I think I mean that's pretty good coaching right there. Hey, you're going to feel bad whichever way, but you'll probably feel a little bit worse. You'll probably feel a little bit worse if we don't win this game.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good advice by Coach Sullivan. That's veteran response.
Veteran
coaching.
Well, he said I'm going to tell you like I'd tell Callan.
Yeah.
Like, and then he told her that.
Yeah.
You need to get your butt out there.
Well, I mean, the path to get there again, as Abigail laid out, is it's you can't take it for granted.
No.
What is it like again to getting into that district, but then getting into district? Y'all have kind of stamped that one for y'allselves, but region and sectionals are never guaranteed.
No.
What was it like getting through those games and also getting to do it at home this year?
Being at home was fantastic. It's always a great atmosphere, but the whiteout was cool. A lot of our fans actually wore white, which was really cool to see that we was able to get that done.
How'd y'all feel about his white suit that night?
It was good.
It was nice, yeah.
Well, listen, I had white pants, and I didn't anticipate that they would be see-through, so I had to ditch the white pants.
Good idea.
Yeah, it was a good call. But being able to play at home, special. That's one every year. That's one of our goals. Is we want to win the region and we want to have a sub-state game at home. Win, lose, or draw. You want to end it on your floor or end it at MTSU.
Yep.
So.
Big time for the Van Buren County Eaglettes. Again, too, we're going to have more with them when we come back from break on the Simmons Says show. Just stay tuned. We got more coming up, but we got Ellie, Emma, and Addison about to take the mics over here on the Simmons Says show. So stay tuned.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
Time once again for some more great weekly specials from our friends at Warehouse Discount Groceries. Now listen to these. Fresh 80% lean ground chuck family pack, $4.99. Mayfield 48-ounce ice cream, just $3.99. Fresh 8-piece fried chicken selection, $7.99. And Martha White self-rising flour 5-pound bag, just $2.99. Don't forget about the full-service deli from our friends at Warehouse Discount Groceries, 835 Smithville Highway on the Strip.
Where can you find all of these things? Pinto Bean Auction, bingo, pet therapy, church services, bus trips, spa manicures, live music, an amazing beautician, and so much more. We're local. NHC Healthcare McMinnville offers all of these opportunities in addition to skilled, compassionate medical care. After all, we are taking care of people. For volunteer opportunities, contact Amanda Sane at 473-8431.
Well, are you thinking about selling? You want someone you can trust, someone who's been here and knows this community? Well, TriStar Real Estate and Auction Company, they've served the Upper Cumberland since 1987. And when it comes to auctions, you'll work directly with Turner McKinney. Now, Turner has over 10 years of hands-on auction experience, and even after the sale is over, Turner's still there, answering questions, offering guidance, and making sure you're taken care of. TriStar Real Estate Auction Company. Local, experience, real relationships, and proven results.
The Junior Auxiliary of McMinnville is hosting Hopping into Health, a free community event on March 28th from 10 to noon at Westwood Church of Christ on Morrison Street. The event will feature a morning of fun and wellness, including healthy tips and activities from local businesses, interactive booths for kids, prizes and giveaways, and pictures with the Easter Bunny.
Just y'all are sharing.
All right, we are back here on the Simmons Says radio show on the Simmons Says Sports Show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. Hope everybody's having a good time out there. And I gotta say right now, Christian, I don't think that music's apropos for this group. I don't know if they don't know it at all.
No,
I know what it is.
I know it.
There's no losers on this one. A lot of winners here in this group. Playing a little bit of Beck. I'm also stalling because I need to get my ad read up here. All right, tell you a little bit about Douglas and Lanier, your hometown insurance experts specializing in commercial coverage for agriculture, contractors, and workers' comp. They protect businesses big and small. Trust a team that knows hard work, smart coverage, straight talk. That is Douglas and Lanier.
Douglas and Lanier.
474-0044, 811 Faulkner Springs Road. Hey, we got that good. Good job on that one. All right, we have switched the people at the mic. We got Ellie Grissom, we got Emma Gammon, we got Addison Emery. Welcome to the show. I don't know if y'all have ever done this. Kara and Abigail had a little bit of reps on this before, but I think this is y'all's first time, so welcome to the show. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good. How about you?
Good. I'm going to make sure that we're going to pull the mics to anybody that's talking to make sure that we can get you, make sure they hear y'all. So Emma, bring that one in. Ellie, bring that one in. Addison, when we get to you, we'll talk to you as well. All right. So we got 3 seniors, big times. You've been a part of this program, been a part of everything that y'all been able to do. I'm going to start, Ellie. Ask you kind of the same thing with that I asked Kara earlier. When it comes to that get to the state. That final game, all the emotions that get into it, were you thinking at all about this could be it for me, or were you just locked in to your job that night?
I was just locked into my job.
And your job that night was a pretty tough one that I've heard. I mean, defensively, you had an assignment. Do you remember what your assignment was that night?
Stay with the point guard.
Coach, I mean, what was it like bringing into a game that you could that in some aspects, I think a lot of people think, hey, look, they got a Miss Basketball, they got all these kids. How can y'all possibly match up? And you're like, well, we'll figure it out. We got one right here.
Yeah.
What did Ellie give y'all that night, and what has she given you in the course of her career on the court?
I mean, it's just defensive lockdown.
Yep.
Anytime she's got an assignment, like she don't really lose them. She does her job all the time, always. Exactly what you tell her to do. And over the course of that game, she started like giving it up, not even wanting to bring it up the floor. That was our whole game plan. Just don't make her uncomfortable. Don't allow her to just push it up the floor, because when she's quick and when the ball gets in her hands and she can push the tempo. It really kind of hurts us when they got a team that's a little bit faster than us, and they want to play at that faster tempo. So it really slowed them down. It made somebody else, because Ellie's job was don't foul her.
Yep.
And don't try to steal it from her.
Yep.
Just as soon as she catches it, just be there and just be a pest the whole time. And she did that. I mean, like I said, the girl was giving it up and letting somebody else bring the ball up the floor, probably 50% of the time.
Yep. I mean, to go back to that too is that's not a glamour position. Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes to be the 2020. It's nice sometimes to be the go put a 50 spot out there. It's not always the one that you're going to get a lot of praise for to be, hey, just go play a lot of defense and do that. What is it like for you? Because I think that in some aspects you embraced that role early and brought it every single night. What is it like to be a defensive stopper instead of maybe the go-to scorer?
It's fun with me. I know my job, and I know that it helps the team even if not everyone can see that. So
yeah, well, I mean, did a great job with it, and I know, Coach, when it comes to having defined roles and people doing their roles, you had a senior class that did that. You know, what did Addison and what did Emma were able to help you with throughout the course of this year?
Addison come in off the bench for us, and she started some during the course of the year too. She's another one of those kids that's just going to go out there and give you everything they've got defensively. Addison's super long and athletic. It really helped our defense when she would come in, and gave some other kids some meaningful breaks when they needed to. And the biggest thing about Addison is I'm happy that we made it back. She was hurt last year and didn't get to play down there. So for her to be able to be on the floor at the Murphy Center, to remember that forever, it's huge for her and for everybody that gets to experience that.
Yeah, pull that mic over to Addison if you don't mind. Addison, yeah, what was it like this year being able to actually participate in it after kind of just being able to watch and again too, the experience is always nice.
Yeah,
but actually getting out on the court must have been a different level for you this year.
Yeah, it was really exciting. I was really nervous when we first got there, but then when we got in the locker room, the adrenaline was just there, and I was just so ready. I wasn't nervous anymore. I was just really excited.
And then, what was it like just getting back and being able to play again this year? When I know that was it was tough to have to be able to have to sit out for that run last year. What was it like being able to get back on the court?
I was excited for the team, but I was so more excited to be able to play. It was just so much more being a part of it, It makes it funner.
Yeah. And Coach, again too, as we talk about Addison and all the things that she was able to give y'all this year, what would you say is the one thing that you saw from Emma this year that kind of steadied the ship for y'all?
Same thing that she did last year. She's I gave her last year at the banquet. She got the Glue Guy award because that's whatever we need her to do, she does it. In the Sparta game, she had to play the point guard position a little bit.
That's nice.
She had to help bring the ball up the floor. She had to do that in some other games. But whatever we need her to do, she does it. She's another one of those kids that doesn't have a major impact on the stat sheet, but does all the little things that you need. Really gets everybody together, keeps everybody on the same page, rebounds the ball well. And then when she does score, it really helps us.
Yeah. Well, when I hear about Glue Guy, that means that usually tells me that you have a lot of different skills. Emma, what do you think your best skill is when you're on the basketball court?
Well, I don't know that I have a best skill. I think Abigail and Kara make me look a lot better than I am. They take up so much attention. I just get so many back cuts for easy layups. So when I have big scoring nights, it's the nights that Kara's getting doubled or they're paying so much attention to Abigail that I can just get easy buckets.
I'd say that I would. Hey, I like very, very flattering, very complimentary.
This right here is her best skill.
Oh yeah, just how to think the game. When did you start playing, and when did you realize hey, I can be that person that can mix and match every single night to whatever I need to be, whether it's point guard, whether it's small forward, whether I need to go in the paint and maybe battle for some boards. When did you know? I can fill any check any box that Coach asked me to.
Well, I didn't start playing until the 7th grade, and then in my old school I was a post.
Yeah.
And then I came up here, and obviously you don't need a post because you got Kara. So I switched into a forward role, and I really liked playing off of that. And then after we lost the state championship last year, I was like, I think it would help for me to have more guard skills just to be able to help if we get in rough situations. So I worked on that during our spring ball. AAU or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I was just trying to be all right at everything so I could be able to do whatever.
Yeah. Would y'all agree with her that when y'all have Kara in the paint that nobody else has to really worry about very much? Ellie, what do you think about that? You've probably played with Kara for a long time. What do you think?
Yeah, everyone draws attention to her.
Yeah.
Because she's such a big threat, so
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
What is it like running the break when because I mean I think that sometimes Coach you probably we all get really really like, hey, we have to make sure we get the rebound first before we take off on that. But I feel like sometimes it's like we can get a half step on everybody when it comes to that.
Sometimes, and then sometimes exactly like what you said to begin with, like secure that thing first.
Yeah.
That's our whole thing. Defense isn't over with till we secure it.
Yep.
So we need all 5 people to rebound, and that's been a message that I've said in some games. In some games, I don't really have to talk about it too much because we know that she's going to get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes we like to leak out because Kara has that cannon on her, and
yeah.
Sometimes it hits them right in the hand, and sometimes it's with the band. So
it ends up on the stage and everything like that. Yeah. Hey, if you're over there with the popcorn in the stands, you might want to watch out.
You better watch out.
You might get a special delivery into the stands on that. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to bring everybody back to the table, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the chemistry on the basketball court before we turn this into the fact that y'all have a 3-0 flag football team coming off a big night in Sparta last night. So we're going to take a break. I want to thank Douglas and Lanier, 474-0044. About forgot the phone number right off the top, which is right behind you. And then 811 Faulkner Springs Road. Douglas and Lanier. We will be back here on the Simmons Says show. I'll be with the Van Buren County Eaglettes basketball and members of the flag football team.
Talk Radio WBMC News is next.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. Let me, Sabrina Keaton, help you turn your life goals into accomplishments. Here at Security Federal Savings Bank, we can assist you with buying a car, debt consolidation, purchasing a home, or remodeling your current home. Whatever your needs are, we will keep it simple at Security Federal Savings Bank. We look forward to serving you and building relationships that last generations. Security Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In the Main Street Journal news, a new restaurant is on the way to the former Frazzoli's location in McMinnville. After the franchise closed earlier this month, co-owners Tammy and Bill Townsend confirmed plans for a new non-chain concept, and signage installed this week points to Happy Buffalo Wings and more moving in. The owners say they plan to bring back much of the previous staff and are aiming for a reopening sometime in June as renovations continue. In other news, the Junior Auxiliary of McMinnville will host Hopping into Health Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon at Westwood Church of Christ. The free event will feature activities for kids, wellness information, giveaways, and photos with the Easter Bunny. More local news is just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
Ask your radio if Simmons Says is right for you. Simmons Says airs Monday through Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 97.7 WBMC and may help reduce symptoms of boring mornings, low energy commutes, and accidental listening to elevator music. Side effects may include laughter, strong opinions, and yelling, "Yes!" alone in your car. Do not listen if you dislike humor, hot takes, or being entertained before noon. If your morning feels dull for more than 4 hours, try Simmons Says. Weekdays 9 to 10 a.m. on WBMC.
I'm Fox 17 Code Red meteorologist Greg Bobas. Our forecast this morning, starting us in the upper 40s and low 50s, the most mild morning we've seen so far this week. By the afternoon, partly cloudy with highs that climb in the low to mid 70s. Overnight, another nice one back into the 50s. And for your Thursday, we could be tying a temperature record here. I've got a forecast high of 86 degrees. The record, 86 degrees, set back in 2007.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
All right, we got the starting five now. We got everybody out here. Plus, we got Coach Tyler Sapp here on the Simmons Says Sports Show. We're talking Van Buren County Eaglettes basketball, and we will later be talking about Van Buren County Eaglettes football. And if you were wondering, they're good at both. State qualifier in basketball is currently 3-0 on flag football. Coach Sapp, I'm going to be interested because you might be able to help me out. This guy can do this as much as I could. I could step away. You got some questions you want to ask them? Because I mean, you host a show yourself. You want to plug that? Are y'all done?
No, we're not done. We've taken a little hiatus because
Okay.
of the state tournament and all that. But yeah, totally experts. There's a shameless plug there.
Hey, go ahead. What would be a question that you would want to? Because I was asking during the break. I was like, I want to know if there's any like sapisms that the players have heard that will be forever etched in their memory. Because we got 4 seniors here that have a couple more months with you in flag, but then they're going to graduate. Does anybody have one that stands out that they're like, he said this 17,000 times in my basketball career? Kara, I'm looking at you first. I don't know. Do you have anything?
There's so many different things he says. I can't even think of one specifically.
Yeah. Anybody have one that's like specific, like he just recites any kind of mottos, anything right before the game? Anything?
Usually in the big games, he's like, the ball is the single most important thing.
Do you know any? Do you like have any in your head that you're waiting to see if they'll say?
Well, no, that one was one for sure.
Yeah.
Because that kind of all started at the Clark Range game last year because we were just loose with the basketball the whole time. I said, you holding on to that ball is the single most important thing in life right now. Nothing else matters. So I've said that one quite a bit.
Any kind of special stuff that he says in the huddle or anything?
Every time before games, play hard, play together, play for each other.
Yeah, that's what we break it down to before we go out there.
That's a good motto.
Always be engraved.
Yeah, you'll be set. You'll wake up one night and in like a year when it's back. Play hard, play together.
With a hand up. What is going on?
Was that a nightmare? Anything else? I mean, any kind of like special play calls or anything like that? Or what's one time maybe y'all been on the court when sometimes get a butt chewing, but sometimes there might be some times when you need levity. Is there any time that he's like just made you laugh randomly with something he's done? Abigail immediately says no.
You got anything to say?
Nothing. He never makes you laugh on the court at all.
He's just mean on the court.
That seems far fetched. Are you a mean coach?
I don't think I'm necessarily mean, but I do say some mean things like in the heat of the moment during the game. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're like, hey, that was just competition. I didn't mean that.
Yeah. It's the 32 minutes of craziness there.
Yeah. Ellie, I mean, you've played for him for a long time. Anything that stands out? Was there any over the years? Have you grown to have a different relationship, or has it always been a pretty good relationship with Coach ever since you started?
It's always been a pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I know him. He's crazy. Very sarcastic.
That is true.
Yeah. Very sarcastic. And that, yeah. Well, would you say that about the same?
Yeah, we all kind of have the same relationship with him.
Yeah. So the success hasn't went to his head, apparently, is that what y'all are saying?
That's right.
Yeah. And it's not, has it gone to theirs?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't think so? What about in November? Were you ever like, oh man, we gotta figure this back out, or was it pretty linear this year, building to what y'all were going to be?
I think the pressure was more so on me of not letting the rat poison get to him.
Yeah,
for sure, because you win a silver ball, you're getting everybody back, everybody's talking about you, and. It's tough. It's lonelier at the top and it's tougher at the top because everybody knows who you are. Everybody's gunning for you, and so I think there was more pressure on me more so than them because I'm the guy in charge.
Yep.
So if we don't make it back to the state tournament, it's a failure.
Yeah.
And I didn't want them to ever see it like that, but that's the way it was going to be for me. So. I just think trying to keep the rat poison away from them, and just know that nobody was talking about us a year ago, so we don't really care about those people's opinions because they don't know what's going on here every day.
That's a great question. Kara, what was it like all of a sudden going from relatively unknown up on the mountain? I mean, in y'all's community, y'all are very celebrated, but on the state level. or even in a regional level, I don't think anybody was really, until maybe last February or last March, was like, hey, what's going on up there? What was it like this year, knowing that the spotlight kind of was on you from November all the way to the end of the year?
Well, last year it was like I loved it because we were just flying low, and then we kind of just came out there. And this year, the pressure, like it just everyone expects you in a way to be better or win a state championship, get a gold ball. Yeah. But like we just knew. Yeah. We had to take care of business.
You're getting talked about on podcasts all of a sudden, and then, people, radio shows down the hill are talking about y'all, and y'all are getting brought up in conversations. UCR's probably calling a lot. So I mean, was it different, but in a good way in some aspects, Ellie? Just or Addison or Emma, just was the attention in some aspects pretty good to keep y'all motivated to say, hey, we want people to continue to talk about us.
I think for me it was kind of stressful because last year we had no expectations, and I hadn't been in a school where you're going to the state tournament. And so, that was all just so new and exciting, and no one was expecting us to. And so this year to be I've felt like SAP, if we didn't make it back to the state tournament, it was a failure, and we dealt with so much adversity with just sickness, rolled ankles, all that in the postseason that it was just stressful, I think. Yeah. And then we won our sub-state game, and I felt like the pressure got off at that point.
But, the thing about expectations, if you don't have any expectations, you've never done anything before. Yeah. So people with no expectations have never done anything to deserve expectations. Yeah. So when you have success, there's always going to be expectations. That's one of the things I said, that pressure is a privilege. I'm sure you've seen all that stuff. That's one of the things I sent them before the sub-state game is this is what it's about, is this pressure moment, doing what we're supposed to do and taking care of business. Yeah.
He's just blowing up a group chat with motivational messages and everything like that.
It was about that long.
Well, so how quickly is that a scroll through too long didn't read for y'all? Or who actually read it all the way through? Oh, okay. Yeah. Everybody. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I get every single time I try to do the same thing, I legitimately get a message within 1 minute that says, "I'm not reading that."
Fair enough.
Hey, you gotta roll with the punches when it comes down to it. Abigail, not just expectations for teams, but you came in with a few more expectations individually after coming, get some college offers, things like that. Did you feel like this year was any different for you when it came to pressure, or did you feel like it just with the team that y'all had and the players that y'all had that you were in a pretty good spot no matter what?
I mean, yeah, last year was more like I cared about how I did, but not as much. But this year I was like, oh, I have to do better than last year because I'm better now. And I was just like, I don't want people to think that I'm just still not as good as last year. But then I just kind of learned to have fun instead and not worry about it, and then it made it a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, what's it like as as a team? We talked about y'all getting all of a sudden February and March of last year, y'all become kind of a hot name. Yeah. People want to talk to you. People want you on their radio shows all of a sudden. When it's like, where were y'all at 3 or 4 years ago, or y'all aren't really talking about us now? And then Abigail, you had one that I think last year during the state tournament that all of a sudden you searched your name on Twitter, and then it's like, oh, like you'll be watching about this. What's it like? What's it like in those moments when where you go from relative unknown to, oh, this girl, y'all need to. She's must watch TV.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, winning gets you there, so without, no one, even though our team was winning a lot of games, no one cared. They're just like, oh, they're just playing bad teams. But then when you go to the state tournament and still do good, they're like, oh, wow, they're actually good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, the biggest thing is, and I know from knowing y'all's community pretty well, I would say that might have been the proudest moment of it, is the fact that I'm sure everywhere y'all went for – in January, February, March last year, and then again probably November through March this year was everybody. I mean, how much in the community, anywhere you went, they were asking y'all about, hey, how's it going? What are y'all going to do? Was that what it was like this year? Yeah. Carol, I mean, where's the maybe the funniest or the craziest place where you probably got asked about, hey, how are y'all doing this year?
Well, I work in the summer in our park, near there, and so like people from different counties and stuff would come in, and like if I had a T-shirt on that said Van Buren, they would start asking about like all of our games and our team and stuff. So it's just weird to know that people are keeping up with you like far away.
Yeah, did that happen to y'all anywhere, like jobs or any kind of like, just go out to the restaurant and you have your Van Buren County Eaglettes jersey or shirt on, anything like that? And it didn't it? Yeah.
No, I don't work.
Fair enough. All right, let's go to
the house.
Fair. I like that answer. Let's go to the comment section. Chris Sullins asked, any chance that they would like William, the boys' assistant coach, to join the staff as a shooting coordinator?
Oh, no.
We don't want that form on our team.
I saw that and I was like, this must be an inside joke that I don't know about.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So, shooting coordinator? No? Yeah, maybe?
He's not the best shooter in the gym.
He's not.
But don't ask him.
Don't ask him.
He thinks he is?
Oh, yeah.
He thinks he is.
In his alumni games, he goes like 1 for 30.
Yeah. Have y'all ever had like have y'all ever had like the shooting competition? We brought that up at one point last year.
We've not had that to my knowledge. I don't think.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you never know. We'll just have that. Maybe this year.
Maybe.
Time. Do it and everything like that. Right in May when you're doing that. Hey, we're all trying to just get through the last weeks before school. Everything. Bring them in there and have some 3-point shooting competitions.
That'd be good.
I think y'all should just do it team versus team. Not like just individual. Just like, hey, we're gonna give y'all, each player gets 20 shots or 25 shots. We'll see whoever makes the most and just put them on each side. What do y'all think? Would y'all win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now y'all have to make sure the numbers. They can't have like 20 boys and y'all have 12 girls. Even though I don't think that's necessarily the case for y'all. Y'all have pretty good numbers.
We got 16 girls on the team.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
They probably have about 15 or 16 boys too.
As long as the numbers are even, y'all think y'all got a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
Gary, you gonna step out and hit some threes?
No,
Yes.
I'll just be the rebounder or something. I don't think y'all want me on the 3-point line.
I think you could do it. All right. Well, hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a lot of flag football with the Van Buren County Eaglettes, who have started 3-0 on the gridiron. We'll be back on the Simmons Says Sports Show on WBMC.
On the farm, uptime isn't just nice to have, it's a must-have. That's why JLG Ag telehandlers are a multitasking workhorse. Whether moving and loading more, stacking higher, or even accessing tighter spots with compact models, these machines help poultry, cotton, and row crop producers maximize every moment on the job. Once you get behind the wheel, you'll get more done. See JLG Ag telehandlers for yourself. Come out to Try Green Equipment in McMinnville at 305 Shangri-La Lane.
Step inside the cafe at Tree City, McMinnville's coziest hidden gem. Once the lobby of the inn at Tree City, it's now a warm, inviting cafe filled with soft couches, low and high-top tables. The perfect spot to sip, relax, or get some work done with free Wi-Fi. Enjoy locally roasted coffee, espresso, and handcrafted drinks that rival any national coffee shop, but with small-town charm you won't find anywhere else. Come see what everyone's talking about. The cafe at Tree City on Sparta Street in McMinnville. Your perfect spot to sip, study, or just stay a while.
If you've been doing something for 10 years, it means it's important to you. Farm Credit Mid-America has been paying back their customer owners a portion of their profits in the form of patronage for 10 straight years. More than $1.75 billion, in fact. They're a cooperative owned by farmers, so they're invested in building something strong together. Patronage is an annual decision made by the Board of Directors to return earnings to eligible customers. For more information on patronage or patronage eligibility, visit fcma.com/patronage.
Good morning from Town Talk on WBMC. I'm Rob.
And I'm Raven, and we're inviting local businesses to join the Town Talk Breakfast Club.
Here's how it works. Just go to the Town Talk Facebook page, find the Breakfast Club post, and comment your business name to enter.
Every Friday, we'll draw one lucky winner live on air.
And you'll win a free fresh breakfast from your team at the cafe at Tree City.
They've rolled out a delicious new breakfast menu, fresh-made favorites, morning classics, and yes, coffee is included.
Join the Town Talk Breakfast Club, only on WBMC.
Hi, I'm Chris Chalvin, owner of Reddick Brown Ford. Reddick Brown Ford is your hometown dealership, and we treat people the way neighbors should. Right now, on all new Fords, you pay what we pay. No markups, no games, just a fair deal. Come see us at Reddick Brown Ford. We're doing right by people, still matters.
When it's time to sell, experience matters. Trust matters. TriStar Real Estate and Auction Company has proudly served the Upper Cumberland since 1987, making them the most established and trusted name in real estate and auctions. And when you choose an auction, you'll work with Turner McKinney. With over 10 years of auction experience, Turner's goal is simple: provide the most professional, transparent, and trustworthy auction service in the industry. TriStar Real Estate and Auction Company. Experience you can trust. Results you can count on.
Prince HVAC would like to thank all their customers throughout Warren County for their continued support. Prince HVAC provides dependable heating and air conditioning services, including repairs, new installations, service calls, and ductwork to keep your home comfortable year-round. If your system needs attention, give Corey Prince a call today. Call 931-703-2597. That's 931-703-2597.
Here in Warren County, no one should have to wonder where their next meal is coming from. That's why the Warren County Emergency Food Bank is here, serving local families, seniors, and children when they need it most. But they can't do it alone. If you're able, consider donating food, making a financial gift, or giving your time as a volunteer. And if you or someone you know needs help, the food bank is here with open doors and open hearts. The Warren County Emergency Food Bank. Neighbors helping neighbors every day.
Welcome back to the Simmons Says Sports Show here on WBMC 97.7 FM, also on AM 960. We're on the WBMC app. We're on Facebook at Radio WBMC 97.7 FM, and we are on YouTube at Main Street Media McMinnville. If you haven't checked us out live, you can go back and watch the full program tonight, tomorrow, or whenever, or you can share it with the entire school, because I'm sure they're all busy right now except for y'all, which is nice.
Yeah.
What was it like getting out today for a couple of hours and saying, "Oh, I don't have to go to school. I got to go talk on the radio"? Would you have rather have been in class, or would y'all rather just been like, "Hey, I'll take the 2 hours"? Everybody's good. They can't hear you. They can't hear the nodding on the radio. Just so y'all know. So yes or no answers usually help. When I think everybody they start seeing the cameras. Which, by the way, if y'all didn't know, it's sitting right there. Yeah. That I think everybody's like, oh, they can see me nod. And I was like, yeah, but they can't hear. We're still on the radio. Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about flag football. Ellie, I'm going to start with you because we just had this conversation in basketball where you're a defensive stopper. Not always the glamour position, but I watched flag football last night, and I think that you kind of flip the switch when it comes to flag. You become a very big focal point of the offense. What is it like getting out there? Because I think that your speed and what you do on the field really kind of can set the tone for everything that happens good for y'all on the offense.
Yeah, I still don't really understand anything about this sport.
Yeah.
All I know is that I need to be faster than the person in front of me, so I'll just run as fast as I can and look for the ball and try to catch it.
Well, I feel like that, Coach, I think that style worked because what'd y'all score, 109 points last night?
Yeah, 109 points last night.
That's not bad. So, yeah, I think that you figured it in some aspects. When she says, I don't think I figured it out yet, I think you figured it out. So, offensively, what kind of weapons do we have in the room, Coach? Because you're the offensive coordinator.
Got Ellie. We can hand it to her, throw it to her. She's got all the speed in the world. Kara plays tight end for us. Rob Gronkowski out there essentially.
A little bit of a mismatch.
A little bit of a mismatch. She runs those corner routes and those post routes out of the tight end position or the slot position. It's really hard to guard, especially because we can just overthrow her and she's probably going to get it or get a hand on it at least. Yep. Emma's our snapper, and she caught. I don't know if you caught a touchdown last night or not, but you caught a lot. You caught a lot of balls last night. Just after she snaps it, she kind of opens up and rolls out there. We've got a few things where she runs some routes and gets open and stuff. She's really our conversion person. We got a little pick play that we kind of run there that kind of gets her free, and then I think you also either one of those that we run on the conversions there to try to get them free. Addison didn't get to play at all last year. She had a massive game against Bledsoe Friday night. Yeah. I think he caught 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Because we only scored 13 points, so she caught both the touchdowns. That was our first game after having 3 days of practice. So it was kind of, going through the motions of things, trying to get everything situated. But she's going to be a massive help. She already is on defense. this year. I know she's playing safety, so she gets a little bored back there when nobody throws it her way some. But, I mean, that's part of it. It's going to happen. But I think everybody in here is a threat offensively for sure. We've got some packages where we send Addison in there on offense when Gail's Gail wasn't there Friday night, so Addison played Gail's position. So, but we got some of that when they're all there that we can run out there some spread stuff.
Yeah. And who was y'all's quarterback?
Shaylin.
Yeah. She's got a cannon.
Yeah, she was playing really well last night. There was some zip on that ball last night for sure.
Well,
she hit Alyssa in the face.
Yes, she did hit Alyssa in the face. That was nice. Goodness gracious! It was actually funny that when y'all went and called that play again, like maybe on the next conversion, I literally heard you from the other sideline say, "Hey, we're gonna run this. Don't hit her in the face with it this time." Good coaching. Perfect coaching on that. What's it like going from basketball to flag? I mean, do you have that same level of intensity and hey, we want to go do this, or do you have that like kind of relaxed of this is might be a little bit more laid back, but we still get to have a lot of fun with it? What do y'all think? I mean, Addison, what do you think? Is it still pretty competitive, or is it like, hey, we get to do this for fun and we're still pretty good?
I take it as competitive, but for fun at the same time. I feel like it's definitely less stressful than basketball, though.
Yeah. Why would you think that it's not as stressful as basketball, Kara? Is it a little bit slower? Maybe you got a little more time to catch your breath.
I think it's like that, and because it's like newer.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been playing basketball our whole lives. Like we all take it seriously, and then flag football obviously take it seriously, very competitive, but it's still just like a lot less pressure, and we can have more fun and stuff.
Well, I also think too, to put my 2 cents in,
go ahead.
is that like basketball, we don't have real football, so basketball is the sport.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
And anytime most every other school, football is the sport, and then basketball is secondary. Well, for us, it's not. And so anytime you're the sport, it's automatically going to be more stressful because there's more eyes and stuff on it. But, I mean, I think that we're just as competitive and just as serious and just as focused on winning on the flag football field as we are on the basketball court. But it's just a whole big different dynamic of it's new, it's fresh, it's exciting. So it is a whole lot more fun and just good vibes,
The pressure of it, this is exactly what kind of goes back to what you said in the last segment is no expectations.
Yeah.
So the pressure might not has built up as much right now because it's like, hey, we just got here to if we win, that's great. If we don't, then I don't know. I wouldn't say that y'all are not going to be I mean, I think y'all want to win anytime that y'all play anything. Y'all probably play tic-tac-toe and get mad if you lose. So, but I think there's and I should point out too, 13-12 over Bledsoe County last night. Van Buren County beat Sale Creek 40-20. Probably feels pretty good to beat Sale Creek in about any sport for y'all when it comes down to it. That's y'all's district basketball rival. And 69-18 over Boyd Christian. Why y'all do that? That's mean. I almost canceled y'all's show appearance after I saw that score last night. Just so y'all know, I was very unappreciative of that. 6-0. We snapped the season winning streak for them too.
Oh yeah.
Now they're 6-1 on that one. So hey.
Okay, I thought they were 5-0.
Varsity 5-0, 6-0. Yeah. There's still some debate on whether or not one of the games earlier in the year was a JV game or a varsity game, and I was like, it was very easy for the other school to start calling it a JV game once they lost. I was like, okay,
fair enough.
Whatever on that one. But hey, what's the goal this year for flag football? I mean, what are we playing for? What do we hope to accomplish? Not everybody at once.
Regional appearance.
Another regional on that one. Yep. Who y'all got up next?
We play Ray County and Walker Valley Friday night.
Oh, that'd be fun. I think y'all
at Ray County.
At Ray County?
Yeah,
that'd be good for y'all. They got the turf too.
They got the turf. It's nice.
Yeah. Would y'all rather play on the turf or y'all rather play on the grass? Does it matter? You're pretty fast on either one, I'd say.
It doesn't matter, but the turf is so nice.
Yeah.
And it's so cool.
Yeah, as long as you don't fall, I think you'll be okay on that one.
Yeah.
Abigail, make sure that we have just everybody seems like they're all having a good time out there. Are y'all coordinating these celebrations? Because I heard a ref try to say that y'all coordinated a celebration at one point last night, and I said I don't think that's what they're trying to do. They're just having a good time with it on that. What do you think, Coach?
Now, last year there was definitely some coordination going on.
Yeah.
But this year there has been, to my knowledge, There has been no choreographed, coordinated celebrations.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you do it, you got to make it look like it's not coordinated on that one. So no choreographed dances or anything like that. When it comes down to it, Abigail's shaking her head.
I think last year at Bledsoe, I don't remember who in the NFL done it, but we scored and they all got down and did
the rowboat.
Did the rowboat.
Did y'all get penalized for that?
Yeah, we got penalized for that. Yeah.
That'll happen. That's
but it was good though.
Yeah, well, girls, I hope y'all have a good season. I hope everything keeps going well for y'all. It seems like y'all have a good, all the good vibes from basketball are carrying over into flag football. We'll have to have y'all come back on before the season's over and talk a little bit more about it. But any last things that y'all can say about Sap before we go? Yeah, he's the last year with y'all. I mean, I think y'all were talking during the break, said that he's a pretty good guy. Does he give y'all pretty good advice at the very least?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we want to. So good. Hey, Coach. Congratulations. Congratulations on the success, all the success to y'all as well for the girls basketball team and the girls flag football team at Van Buren County. We will have members of the Warren County High School track program with us on the Simmons Says show tomorrow at 9 a.m. here on WBMC 97.7 FM. We are done for the day. Thank y'all.